Darkcast Network. The light shines brightest on our indie podcasts.
In August of 1980, Carol Bundy confessed her connection to the Sunset Strip Slayer, who had been terrorizing Los Angelinos all summer.
In September of 2012, the cult of the Unification Church, also known as the Moonies, mourned the death of their leader, Sun Myung Moon.
Tune into Murder Murder News every Friday to hear us detangle another twisted tale from true crime history.
If you're an amateur sleuth who hopes to someday solve a cold case or locate a missing person, tune into Murder Murder News and start off your search with a deep dive into some fascinating and very solvable cases.
We always take a victim-first stance and like to focus on crimes affecting marginalized communities, which typically don't get enough media attention.
Subscribe to Murder Murder News wherever you get your podcast to make sure you never miss an episode.
What's going on, Brandy? Talk to me. Talk to me.
Nothing going on. Just doing my thing, as it were. Ooh, look at these. I think I'm going to make these.
You're obsessed still with that? You haven't gotten over your,
You're obsessed still?
haven't gotten over it
Talk
yet?
about my obsession.
I shoot so much, video shit, and I never edit it and upload it anywhere. It's a problem.
Yeah, I'll do that. What's happening?
Is this new hair we have here today?
No. This one is
It's giving me Beyonce vibes.
but it's synthetic, so it's tangly really easily. And so I haven't worn it. I've only worn it to Mom's house.
Have you seen that video of Beyonce getting her hair stuck in the fan?
Yeah.
Dude.
But she kept it pushing.
Because I'm sure that happens a lot. I'm sure it happens. This isn't the first time it's happened. The way she was just like, oh, my hair's stuck. Let me keep singing. Everything's fine.
I'd be like, we need to fix this fan situation.
Yeah.
You don't have to have a fan blowing your hair at all times, do you, Beyonce? But, she can do her thing, and I'm not mad at it. I would be like, we need to stop this. I mean, at least it's, it's a wig, so she don't have to worry about her edges coming out.
Right, her shit getting snatched.
But still, that's a bit.
There needs to be a hair guard or something, some type of guard on the fence. So we need to create this for Beyonce and help her out. Mm-hmm. We got you, boo boo.
Mm-hmm. No, nothing much going on. Gracie's on a field trip right now.
Oh shit, where?
They went to Calm, the California Living Museum. It's a zoo. They went to a zoo in Bakersfield.
How fun. I hope they have a nice trip.
So, yeah. And just, living my life. Try not to die every day. What's going on with you?
Any day could be your day, dude. You never know.
You don't want that.
Well, guys, it's finally happening. I got my first listing.
It's happening.
I'm selling houses. It's happening. I'm just trying to hang on for dear life and not get overwhelmed with all the other things I have going on. But I'm really excited. This is really fun. This is my first anything. So it's just a lot of learning. And when you become a realtor, they sell your information to every fucking body. I get so many emails, so many text messages, so many phone calls about services for realtors. Oh, let me be your personal assistant. Let me sell you these leads. Let me join you.
Be my personal assistant.
Do this. Oh, for $1,200 a month.
Oh, well, never mind.
I could hire a real person for all that. Oh, you have a dedicated person. Okay, and what if I'm not doing shit? Anyway.
And then what are you gonna do?
Then what am I gonna do? I'm gonna have a huge bill. I'm just not falling for the hype.
Believe
we are just moving forward in everything, and we're staying alive. Like Brandy said, day after day, we keep coming back. Surprise, bitches! We did get a wonderful review.
I love wonderful reviews.
And I wanted to read it. Thank you for leaving us a review. If you are a listener, like you're doing right now, you are a listener. If you haven't already, how about you leave us a review? We would love that so much. We might read it on the podcast. We just might. So it says, "Hi ladies, much love to you both. Just got my sticker with dog biscuits, so I know who this is. I had an order for dog biscuits, and they used offer code LIES, LIES. She saved 20%, and I sent her a sticker and something else because, hello, you're a listener, and you are supporting my business. So thank you so much, beautiesbiscuits.com.
Amazing.
My dog is a big fan. I enjoy the realistic discussions with real feelings, kids needing you in mid-podcast. Mainly, it's easily digested. No complex info. Keep it up. You're in my list that gets me through the day."
Aw, that's adorbs.
Thank you so much. And it says from
Silny Zuzi.
Yeah, thank you so much. I know what your real name is. I'm not going to share it with everybody, but thank you for leaving us a review, and thank you for listening.
I know what your real name is.
I know what your real
sounds real
name
creepy.
is. I'm a creep. Well, I had to mail her stuff. But thank you for listening. I just wanted to read that review really quick, and then also let you know that I'm Sunny Hepburn.
And I'm Brandy Fleeks.
And this is Book of Lies, the podcast.
It's Bolt Bitches.
Yes, it is. And hello, thank you for being here with us. Thank you for coming back. And if you aren't already, you could follow us on Twitter at Book of Lies Pod. Or I don't know now, Elon is in control. Like, I went to Twitter this week and I was looking for like some real changes and I saw nothing different. So I'm just going to keep moving forward in my life.
I'm pretty sure he's going to unban people. But then that's great because I have one more time to say something that they don't like before they ban me.
For real?
Because I bullied the president when he was the president.
Oh, God.
The former president. Apparently, they didn't like my suggestions for him. So they were like, this comment was flagged as blah, blah, blah. Your account is suspended for 5 days. It's like, so I started another account. So I have two accounts with my name on them. So, he's like, basically he said the reason that he wanted to acquire Twitter was because of free speech. He wants to make sure, he wants to keep it, free speech because they're banning people all the time.
Are they?
Yeah, people get banned all the time.
Get off of my platform. You can't sit with us.
Well, okay, I can understand wanting to protect people from bullies, but at the same time, if the president is the president, I should be able to bully him because he's an idiot. Regardless. Elon now has control, and let's see what happens. I'm not sure I would. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like you could have used that money that you borrowed.
He borrowed the millions?
He got a loan from, you can Google it. I mean, it's right there. It's all over the news. But again, why don't you go feed some fucking poor people? Anyway, so that's all.
Woo, okay. Book of Lies Pod. That's what we're at on Twitter.
Oh, my bad.
Facebook, Instagram, Book of Lies Podcast. You can visit our website, bookofliespodcast.com. If you want to get your dogs some tasty, delicious, fresh baked pumpkin treats that are great for their digestion, visit beautiesbiscuits.com. We've got turmeric varieties, peanut butter, all natural peanut butter. Parsley helps with stinky dog breath. I actually grow it right in my yard. So this season I am harvesting my parsley.
Yay.
And making fresh dog biscuits for you. And I also have CBD. Great for senior dogs that are anxious, hip pain, joint pain. Turmeric and CBD is wonderful. I got all the things. Use offer code LIES and save 20% at beautiesbiscuits.com.
Do it.
Because your dogs will love you for it, and so will I. All right. I actually caught up on a lot of Housewives this week.
I have not. What was the last New Jersey episode I saw?
The season finale happened this week.
Okay. And they already did the reunion for Beverly Hills, right?
Episode 1.
Not Beverly Hills. Not Beverly Hills. Orange County.
Yes. Beverly Hills is starting soon. That's what's happening. Yeah. Episode 1 for Orange County reunion.
Okay. Because I was like, I turned, the channel when they were doing the marathon because it was the season finale that day. And I was like, God damn it, Noella sucks. And
I saw you tweeted that.
Yeah, that's what I was like, because I just can't watch her. She's she's such a victim. She's so fucking dramatic. She deflects blame. She never does anything wrong. She fucking cries and lies. I can't take her. I can't.
No, she's definitely a easily hateable person.
She needs to go. She's the worst. She's the worst housewife
and
ever.
I'm gonna agree with Brandy. I really wanted to like her.
Me too.
But I just couldn't.
No, at all. She made it so hard. Even when she was crying about, her getting served papers. It was still, she was just being an asshole. Mm-hmm. And it's like she
always wanted to shine the light back on her.
So fucking, I think she was really calculating. I think she went into this season being like, okay, they like drama, so I'm going to create drama. Mm-hmm. But the way she went about it was just
gross.
It was so I just couldn't. It was gross. Yes. Very gross. Very.
Well, I see why Sweet James divorced her. Sorry, I'm going to fucking say it. Okay, let's talk about more divorce bullshit. Are you following Johnny and Amber? Give us the Johnny and Amber update.
Or Johnny and Amber.
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
Oh, God. This isn't even about the divorce. This is about defamation.
I know this is not about the divorce. This is about defamation. But since we were just talking about a divorce, let's talk about defamation. So I shout out to Mouse and Weens. I was on Instagram and they posted, hey, are you following this case? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm not following it intentionally. It's being thrown in my face everywhere. It's on social media. I'm seeing reels. They're updating me on the radio. So it's kind of hard not to hear what's happening depending on the type of media you consume.
Yeah.
So last I heard, she's got borderline personality disorder.
I can see that.
And no, they were like, she's got it.
Yeah,
and
I can see that.
She's going to burn the fucking house to the ground. Whatever person, anybody that she gets
involved with,
they will fucking crash and burn.
That's what they do.
And she will ruin everything.
Yeah, that's basically what people who have borderline do. She needs to be on medication. And I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
By allowing your friend to shit on someone's bed, yeah, I can see that.
That's disgusting. I forgot that happened.
Yeah,
disgusting.
People who have borderline personality disorder thrive on drama.
Mm-hmm.
They thrive on drama. They will lie to create drama.
Oh, great.
They will make up stories. I can see,
it's a duck. If it walks like a duck,
I didn't know
that
she had borderline personality disorder, but now, that this is her diagnosis, I can totally see that.
Mm-hmm.
At least she hasn't killed anybody.
Oh my God.
Some murderers, have borderline personality disorder because they have to up the ante every time. So.
Well, shit. Good. Glad you made it out of there alive, Johnny.
I didn't say him. I said anybody.
I'm just saying anybody. He's just the funny thing is Johnny Depp just seems like he's just a cool dude to chill with, and he likes to get drunk.
Yeah.
And he likes to play his music.
He owned a bar.
And he's just what's going on? And he's like, what are you talking about? But you asked me a question and I haven't even said anything. How do you know what I'm going to say? Just these videos that I'm getting is just oh my gosh, I'm sure they're super biased to a certain extent, but just what I'm witnessing, fake news, right? No, I don't know. It's just crazy. Brandy, what are we talking about today?
You're going back in time again. We're time traveling.
Woo woo. Oh, let me give a shout out again. Let's give a shout out to Jess over at Damsel's podcast. Congratulations, darling. And take care of yourself. She says that she loves when we go back in time with podcasts. She heard the other one before. And you said it on your podcast, so I could say it on our podcast now. She's pregnant. And she's having a baby.
Oh, congratulations.
She's the same age as me, and girl, it's stressful. So good luck, baby girl. Take care of yourself.
Yes. Don't let the people stress you
Don't
out.
let them stress you out, girl.
Because being pregnant. No, some people like being pregnant. I was not one of those people.
I didn't mind being pregnant, but at the end when you're so big and then like I was huge with my last and I was like, they're like, you've got a lot of extra fluid. Sorry, this is weird. But and I couldn't sleep and I had like back pain and my nose was like all across my face. It's exhausting.
Well,
that's just me.
That's lovely. Yeah, we're time traveling. We're going back about 103 years.
Where are we stopping?
We're going back to the Spanish flu pandemic of 1918.
Ooh, that's fun. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, we're going back to the once in a lifetime pandemic that happened the lifetime before ours. So
everybody's lifetime's gonna get a pandemic. Okay?
Apparently, every 100 years there's a fucking pandemic.
Be ready, bitches. This is us talking from the future or from the past.
Yeah, we're time traveling. We're going from the past to the future, back to the past.
All right, let's go.
In September 1918, the Spanish flu pandemic was sweeping the country, and there was a dire need for healthcare workers. So a 23-year-old woman by the name of Julia Lyons recognized that there was a need, and she decided to use it to her advantage.
Oh, Julia.
Julia was the type to walk around in silks and fur and diamonds and things of that nature. And so she decided to don a nurse's uniform and go to work, posing as a flu nurse in Chicago.
Oh, my God.
And she banked on the fact that healthcare workers were so badly needed that nobody would bother to check her credentials because she wasn't a nurse. She had no medical background at all. She was a lifelong con artist.
Okay. Did she just want a job or she wanted to fuck with people?
Yeah, she was conning folks.
Okay.
So they did not check her credentials, and she went by a variety of different names and registered with a home nursing service or registry. And while she was working as a nurse, she didn't actually even try to care for her patients.
Oh, fuck.
They were sick. Some of them were dying. Some of them died. And while she was supposed to be caring for them, she was busy rifling around through their shit. Taking whatever she could fucking find.
Bitch!
She was a fucking thief. She would show up at patients' homes. And I don't know if she ever left empty-handed. She left their homes with cash, jewelry, clothes, shoes.
Bitch.
Yeah, she stole one woman's she stole 2 suits from her and some fucking shoes. And it wasn't always like women's shoes. She stole some Oxfords. I don't know if they were men's Oxfords, but when I think of Oxfords, I think of men's Oxfords. So she was just in there being sticky fingers. She also would get money from them by going and filling their prescriptions. So this woman, for instance, gave her a prescription for oxygen. Oxygen was $5.
Nice.
Which was, back then about $85.
Oh my God.
And
inflation's a motherfucker.
She comes back and she's like, oh yeah, the oxygen was $63.
What? It was $5?
It was $5.
And she was like 63?
Yes. It was $63. And so,
guess I'm not going to have any oxygen.
She would come up on, the cost of prescriptions. And, so, your $5 prescription is now $63.
I guess I'm going to die.
This lady has the fucking flu, so what is she, I need it.
Oh my God.
I need it. And she occasionally had an accomplice who she would call in to write fake fucking prescriptions. This person who pretended he was a doctor, was an actual drug dealer that was a well-known drug dealer around, town to the police. They knew him as a drug dealer who sold, they say, dope and narcotics. So, yeah, she called him in to write fake prescriptions. And then she would go and take these prescriptions and, get them filled. And she would come back with like a fucking a soda, a cherry soda, and be like, here's your prescription. That'll be $18. And the fucking prescription is like 10 cents. So, yeah, she was doing...
You're the fucking worst nurse ever. I need a new nurse. I got to get rid of this bitch. She's expensive.
Yeah. she would go, she tricked another old man into believing that she was his nurse, and she was like, "Oh, don't you know me? You know me. I used to ride your cart, or I used to hitch on your wagons." So she convinced him that he'd known her since she was a little girl by telling him that she used to hitch rides on his wagons, and he didn't know her, he didn't remember her, but the police came looking for her, and he vouched for her, saying, "Oh no, I've known her since she was a little kid."
Mm-hmm.
And so that delayed her getting caught, but then she fucking stole his shit, stole a watch, stole some money and a few other things, and then he was like, "Oh, well, maybe I didn't know her.
Fuck this bitch."
So, she was that kind of sneaky bitch.
That's the worst. Like, it's not funny. I feel like, it's true. We've witnessed it and we've documented it. Conning has been going on for fucking years.
Forever.
And
almost.
People are always going to try to come for you for your things.
They want your shit. They want your stuff. They want money, and sometimes they want more.
Ugh. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So by this time, she was dubbed Flu Julia and Slick Julia by the police.
Flu Julia.
And she carried on her shenanigans until November 1918, when the police found her through another criminal that she was living with called Suicide Bess.
Jesus.
And they learned that she was going to marry this guy who was a restaurant owner. She was supposed to marry him, and at some point she did marry him, but they arrested her. They've trailed him and found her through him, and arrested her and took him in for questioning. And they asked him, "How long have you known her?" And he's like, "Oh, I've only known her for 6 weeks." And he's like, "But apparently I didn't know her." So they arrested her ass. While she was in jail, the wife of one of the patients that she fucking, was supposed to be caring for, who had died, came in. She was like, "You killed my husband."
Aw, because she didn't take care of them.
"There is no punishment too terrible for you." No, she wasn't a nurse. She didn't give a fuck about them.
I know she's not a nurse, but it's like, fucking pretend. Don't just come in and take my shit. Give me some soup. Take my temperature. Give me some medicine. Like, help me. Don't just take my stuff, bitch.
Help me.
I'm dying of the flu.
She didn't know what to do. She was dumb. She was there for goods.
There's no Google back then.
Look,
like,
she was there for goods and not services, okay? Mm-hmm. She was not there to help. She was doing what she could to help herself.
Help me help.
There was one boy who called her to come help his brother. This little kid was like 8. And she called him to help her brother, and they said he was ranting and raving. She was like, "Oh, let him rave. He's used to it." So, yeah.
What year is this again?
1918.
1918. Fucking streets of New York and shit. Oh, she's in Chicago.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
This is a short one, by the way, because
it's all good.
It's, this, a lot of history. Oh, my sources, by the way, are the Washington Post and Mental Floss. Apparently, she doesn't even have a Wikipedia page.
Oh, hell no.
So we got to get her a Wikipedia page, because I don't know when she was born.
Julia, if that's your real name.
She had a bunch of aliases.
Mm-hmm.
And, her whole life was spent conning. So they arrested her, charged her with larceny, running a confidence game, and obtaining money under false pretenses. Before they took her to court, the officers warned the officer who was going to take her to the courthouse. They said, "Watch her. She's slick. You might want to put the irons on her." Well, the cop that took her was like, "Nah, she won't get away from me." So they go to the courthouse, and there's 50 fucking people there testifying against her.
Wow.
And on their way back to the jail from the courthouse, she manages to get away.
So the irons are probably handcuffs, right?
Yeah, they were shackles.
Yeah.
Like, instead of, modern day handcuffs, there was like a horseshoe looking thing and a bar.
Yeah. And ding.
Yeah.
Like a bolt inside of it so they can't get them off or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, they had that one, and then they did have the iron ones, the black ones.
They should have put a
that
ball
they had
on
to
ankle.
lock with a padlock
Mm-hmm.
and key. So who knows which one?
Put the irons on this bitch.
Yeah.
So she dipped out.
She did. So the cops at the jailhouse get a call from the officer who was supposed to be transporting her. And he's like, she escaped. She jumped out of my car and got into a waiting car and escaped.
Damn.
And they're listening to the story and it's not making sense because they weren't where they were supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
They're supposed to be on their way back to the jailhouse, but meanwhile, they were somewhere else. And then he says, oh, well, I took her to get to the bank for a withdrawal.
She said, take me to the bank. I'm going to give you some money. Let me out.
Right. So they're like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. They arrest him on the grounds of accepting a bribe.
Yeah.
So now he's in jail because he's dumb.
Frank, was it worth it, my friend?
Yeah. No, I don't think it was. So she goes on the lam, and she's on the lam until 1919, March of 1919, where she gets fucking caught still pretending to be a nurse at somebody else's house. She answers the door, and they're like, gotcha, bitch. So while she was on the run, though, she got married to another guy who was a soldier. But she was already married to the restaurant guy. So she gets fucking charged with bigamy.
She's a bigamist.
As well as her 20 counts of larceny and or her 19 counts of larceny and confidence scheme and obtaining money under false pretenses. So she's fucking charged with like 20 counts of things. She goes to court and she's on the stand crying and lying, saying that she was kidnapped by a band of thieves and that they forced her to do the shit that she didn't want to do. But, she was forced against her will. And she fainted to, prove that she was in so much distress and under duress. And oh my gosh. She swooned, you guys.
Oh my gosh.
She fucking swooned.
I can't take it. I'm just going to pass out. Oh.
Jury was like, nah, bitch, you're not that good of an actress.
Mm-mm.
They didn't buy it. And then they convicted her. She got convicted. And when it was time for her to be sentenced, she tried to claim insanity.
I'm crazy. I can't help myself. I just love money and stuff, and I can't stop.
Well, the doctors were like, no, she's not insane. She's perfectly fucking sane. Like, if she's insane, then I need to be locked up too. So they convicted her, and she was sentenced to 1 to 10 years in state pen.
1 to 10 years.
1 to 10 years.
Good old 1919, huh?
And that's all we know of Julia Lyons. How did I forget her name? Yeah. That's all we know of Julia Lyons. She was 20. Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know if she was 24 because the story starts in September of 1918 and ends after March of 1919. So
we don't know if we had a birthday or not.
We don't know. I don't know when she was born. I don't know anything. We need a historian to come in and help us out.
So she's a young girl.
1 to 10 years. So she technically, could have gotten out when she was 35, 34 and continued her shenanigans or whatnots. And
maybe
that's all we know of her.
Julia Childs. Maybe that's who she is. But Julia Childs is English, right?
British. No, she's American. But also, it's 1918. I don't think Julia Childs was born in 1898 when this happened, or 1896.
Let's make sure.
When all this shit was going down.
Julia Childs. Oh, it's Julia Child, no S?
Child. Yeah.
Well, she was born in 1912.
Yeah, so she would have been
was not
a
her.
little baby.
It was not
a
her.
little baby Julia.
And
Julia Child was her maiden name.
And she was born in Pasadena as well, Julia Child.
Okay.
There's fucking swindlers all over the place, but this young girl, she was a grifter. She was just like, let me just pretend to be a nurse and get what I can get.
Yeah. Since we don't know much about her, before, someone can write some fan fiction of her origins. Maybe she was an orphan. Maybe she was, a Dickensian orphan, and she was, I don't know, she was led or raised or, she was mentored by the Artful Dodger. Who knows?
How did you get put on this particular topic?
Google.
Okay.
Google showed me.
Spanish flu frauds. I think that's what I'm going to call this one. Spanish flu fraud.
Yeah, she did some shit.
Well,
and-
your oxygen charged me was $5.
yeah,
For you, it's $63.
$63 fucking dollars, which was like $1,027.
I would just roll over and die. Like, oh, I guess I'm gonna die now.
Okay, that kind of money was not easy to come by back then. People got paid in coins. Like, that's...
Here's 4 cents. Thank you for the week.
People would open up their little coin purses
Mhm.
with the little snappy snap thing and take out a pence
Mhm.
or a quarter and be like, here you go, buy yourself something nice.
Okay.
So this was not some, fucking a little bit of money.
I
some
would call
change.
the temp agency and be like, you need to take this bitch up out of here.
Shit,
because-
$63 still ain't no fucking change. What are we talking about?
Okay, what are we talking about? Like $63, that's something. Like, I get mad when something at Taco Bell's $3. Why isn't this 99 cents?
Right. It used to be 99 cents.
Have you heard they're bringing back the Mexican pizza?
They shouldn't have took it away in the first place.
I agree with you entirely.
That was
It's
stupid.
coming
That was
back
a
in
dumb
May.
move. They changed their menu, and I was like, where's my grilled stuffed fucking burrito? That's gone. Like, y'all, you're doing too fucking much.
You're doing too much, and people ran from the border. Like, they were mad because it's like,
Because I will go to Del Taco.
I can't get Del Taco. Don't fuck around.
I can
Them
get
fucking fish tacos
There it
and them
is.
shrimp tacos.
I can get me a crispy fish
Come
fucking guacamole
through.
burrito, and it's worth the $6.
Thank you, Del Taco, and a side of guacamole and chip snacker for like $1.30. Come on now, come
Don't play
on.
with that taco smell.
Talk to me when your Mexican pizza comes back next month, bitch. Okay, cool. So, what have you been watching this week?
This week I haven't been watching anything.
Did you watch the recent season of Selling Sunset?
I actually was gonna start. I haven't watched any of it, so
You haven't watched any?
no.
None?
Uh-uh.
Oh my god, you're in for a treat.
I tried to put it on at mom's house, but then I was like, I won't watch this here. I'll just watch it like, in my leisure time.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no. So did you ever watch Russian Doll? It was on Netflix.
I did it with, what's her name?
Natasha Lyons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No.
So I watched season 1 and I liked it. I was like, I wonder if there's going to be a season 2. Well, there's a season 2
I saw.
and it's a different concept, but I'm like, okay, I'm into this. So the first season is she keeps reliving her birthday and she keeps dying. Every day she dies.
Oh, I haven't watched it yet.
And she wakes up and it's her birthday again.
Okay.
And so, nobody remembers this except for there's one other guy who keeps dying as well. And he, they keep reliving this day. There's something that they have to change.
Mm.
Well, this season she goes back in time she takes the subway and she goes back in time and she's her mother. So she's in her mom's body in the 70s. And because her mother, like in season 1, she tells the story of how her mother gave away these gold coins that they had. They're Hungarian and they fled during World War II.
Mm-hmm.
And they came to
Just
the United
like
States.
Marge, Big Marge.
Oh yeah. And so the Nazis were taking everybody's shit. They were taking stuff from everybody, and so they fled and they came here with these gold doubloons.
Mhm.
I think they were
Yeah,
the doubloons. And her mother, something happened where her mom just pissed them away because her mom was doing the most in the 70s. She was doing drugs and doing all this stuff. So I guess her mission, I haven't finished watching it, but I guess her mission is to find them and get them back
Okay.
because they're supposed to be her legacy.
The mom or the daughter?
The daughter.
Okay.
The mom is cuckoo. It's
Got it.
Chloe Sevigny is her mother.
Oh yeah, she cuckoo.
And,
Cuckoo.
She has schizophrenia. But so, there's this journey of how she's trying to find out what the hell happened to these fucking doubloons. And the guy who's also reliving his life, his mother is a black woman who was in Nazi Germany in the 40s.
Like that book we read.
Well, he's in her body. So he's living his mom's life when he goes on the subway, and she's living her mom's life when she goes on the subway. So they have to figure out, what the fuck and all this. So it's really interesting. I like the show. I've always liked Natasha Lyons anyway.
Yeah.
And I like seeing her in things. Russian Doll, it's really good. What have you been watching?
I don't think I've watched anything new, but let's just throw it to a throwback that I watched this week. Fucking Empire Records, man. That's like, I love that movie. I love it.
Ethan Embry is so adorable in that movie.
He's crazy. Mark. Well, mine's Mark with a K. Or fucking crazy Renee Zellweger.
Mm-hmm.
And what's his name? Lorenzo Lamas. Is that who it was in there? Was it Lorenzo Lamas?
The actor guy?
Sexy Rexy.
Was that Lorenzo? It wasn't Lorenzo Lamas. It was some British dude, right? Or was it not British?
I thought it was Lorenzo Lamas.
It was not Lorenzo Lamas.
Okay. Sugar High. Let me see. I just love that movie. Like, I feel like it's
with
timeless.
Skinny Roy Cochran.
It's timeless and...
Is it? I don't think it is. Even though Guar is in that movie.
I miss record stores.
Yeah.
And people buying shit.
Well, when you say a record store, I think of...
Oh, okay. Rex was Maxfield Caulfield.
Yeah, I don't know him.
Whoever, but look how old Warren.
Maxwell Caulfield.
Fucking Warren. My name's not fucking Warren.
Brendan Sexton III. He's still alive. I thought he went the way of Brad Renfro, to be perfectly honest.
I think this James Willis guy went the way of Brad Renfro, Eddie, because this is the most updated picture they have of him. It's a classic. I think it's a Johnny Whitworth. What has he been in lately? Anyway, off topic. I watched that recently. I don't know. I just enjoy that movie. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of inappropriate stuff that happens, but you know, it does make me want to make buttons.
Button making is easy, actually.
Obviously. You're stupid.
You can just get a little thingy and make buttons.
I think that would be a lot of fun. I think I would make some Beauty's Biscuits buttons.
Yeah, we can make some fucking Book of Lies podcast buttons.
Let's fucking do it! Yes, patrons, we're going to make y'all some buttons. So we are definitely going to do that. We're not just talking it. We're going to walk it. We promise.
Listen, my craft ADHD will make me buy a whole bunch of button making shit, do it for like a month, and then fucking it goes and collects dust.
It's not going to collect dust because we're going to use it from our budget, and we're going to make these buttons, and we're going to provide them to our patrons or anyone.
Gumdrop buttons! Did you sew these diamond buttons on this jacket? Did you?
No, you fucking didn't. I'm not sure what episode it was.
Did we talk about that?
I think I mentioned it. It might have been on Patreon. But if you've heard this story, you fucking know. A dude stole my jacket in a club in San Francisco. I hunted him down outside the club, and I was like, "Hey, bro, this is my jacket." And he was drunk as fuck.
Stealing my jacket.
He said, "No, it's not." And I was like, "Take it off. Take it off right fucking now. Take this jacket off." And he said I was stealing his jacket, and I pointed out the diamond buttons that I had sewn onto the jacket. Brandy bought me a really nice pea coat, and I found some diamond buttons. I took it to a fucking tailor, and they sewed on the diamond buttons. And I was like, "Sir, did you sew these fucking diamond buttons? No, you didn't. Take the jacket off, bitch. Take it off."
How did he just get a jacket, though? Like, he just picked up somebody else's jacket?
Well, the thing
was that the coat check, or was it like...
No, it wasn't even a coat check. So we were straight trash in San Francisco in the early 2000s or the late 2000s and 10s.
It was
2006.
It was the aughts. It wasn't the teen.
It was the aughts. So we would just go into the club and then like a couch and throw jackets. Everybody was wearing a black pea coat back then. Everybody. Yeah. But I was like, diamond buttons so you could find your shit, bitch. And I was looking through all of the thousands of coats and my coat was not there. And I was like, oh, hell no. And I like, when I was walking through the club, I was looking through people. I was like, okay, no. I got outside and this big Asian man was wearing my jacket.
Oh, I didn't know he was.
Yeah, he was like a bro. He was like, "You're taking my jacket." Like, fucking take it off, dude. You're gonna get it.
Wow.
Oh, gosh.
Give me my jacket. I imagined that it was a white dude with blonde hair the whole time. I didn't know it was an Asian guy.
It was a tall, like, Asian dude. Maybe he may have been, like, Filipino or something, or Japanese. I don't know. But I was just like, I can't remember. I was drunk. But I was like, that's mine, and I want it back.
That's hilarious.
Oh, gosh. Hey, thanks for reliving that with us, y'all. And thank you for listening.
Talk about time traveling.
We totally time traveled, for sure. That was young, wild, and free Sunny making terrible decisions, but I survived it.
Well, I still make terrible decisions. So.
We still do, and hopefully you're learning from them.
Married with children, making bad choices.
We should make a button that says that.
Yes.
Absolutely. I've been watching Married with Children on Hulu. That's what I've also been watching.
Oh, that's funny.
From season 1.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
When Kelly had platinum blonde hair.
And Peggy Bundy was up in the fucking man's club spending Al's money. Okay? Oh, you're Mr. Bundy. You're married to the rich tall redhead, right? Oh my gosh, I've been reliving that. That's what I have been watching. Mm-hmm. And it is fucking classic Americana television.
That's 80s.
So inappropriate and so good.
It's the 80s, man.
It's so good.
1988.
So good. All right, y'all. Hey, thank you for being here with us. And thank you for listening. If you aren't already, go ahead and follow us. Come back, subscribe, do the thing. We'll be back next week. You can connect with us on Twitter if you want, Book of Lies Pod. Instagram or Facebook at Book of Lies Podcast. Visit our website, bookofliespodcast.com, or you can meet us on Patreon. We already got a request from one of our patrons, Carol, as to a topic that we should do for a special episode for Patreon. I will go ahead and release that. I was just shutting it down, but I will go ahead and let y'all... You guys aren't motherfuckers, but I'll let y'all motherfuckers know. Motherfucker. She says...
Oh, I watched A Long Kiss Goodnight last night.
That's a good one,
that's a movie that I will return to if it's on, or like if I see it just like in, because we have Pluto and it's on demand.
Yeah.
And I accidentally went to it. I was like, yes, we're watching this.
I love that. She says, you two should look into Carbon Motors in Connorsville, Indiana.
Okay.
It was a huge scam that got the entire community.
Oh,
and she sent us a link. So we'll probably go ahead and cover this, Carol. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we'll do that.
And,
ooh, yeah. Okay.
So if you want to get like Carol, visit us on Patreon, patreon.com/Book of Lies Podcast.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So look out for that. That's coming soon. And I'm Sunny Hepburn.
And I'm Brandy Fleeks.
And this was
Book of Lies.
The podcast.
It's both bitches.